This is so easy. All you have to do is flip the board around. Huh.
I could probably do that.
The skateboard of the future, everyone! When I was in high school, all I wanted was to be a real skater boy, but the closest I ever got was sitting with the goth kids at lunch. So when Activision reached out and asked me, hey, aren't you the Asian guy from Mythbusters? I said, yes, I'm definitely who you're thinking of. Anyways, now that's why I've got to invent some kind of a robot skateboard that can automatically do pro skater tricks just as easily as you can do them in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which is out everywhere right now. Do you remember Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Do you remember what the world was like when you could buy a hamburger for 39 cents? Well, it could be like that again, because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 has been remastered with modern graphics and crazy new skaters like Doom Guy, the Orange Ninja Turtle, and Bam Margera. So first I need to figure out how to connect a real-life skateboard to a video game controller.
The plan is simple. Can drone do a trick good, then skateboard do a drone pro skater trick.
Sorry, I wrote this whole script with AI, but you get what I'm saying. It's a skateboard quadcopter that automatically does flip tricks. The only problem is this skateboard weighs about 4.5 pounds, which is light for a skateboard, but as far as drones go, it's basically your mom. So I found these ridiculously powerful electric ducted fans and paid some ridiculously high tariffs on them. I thought China was supposed to pay for this, but whatever. Are you guys ready?
For the skateboard of the future? Each of these fans is rated for 15 pounds of thrust, 60 pounds of thrust total. So altogether, this draws about as much power as a typical American household in a day.
But Alan, is that really enough power to get a skateboard off the ground?
EDF thrust test in 3, 2, 1.
It is. This skateboard can both suck and blow even harder than, well, you know who. So, after 10 minutes of vibe coding, my submarine controller was directly connected to all 4 EDFs.
I've got all the buttons mapped to different thrust and timing values that should do the same tricks that these are supposed to do in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. So like in the game, you hold down the jump button and let go to do an ollie, so I think that's the first thing we should test.
And just to be safe, I decided to tether the board to the ground.
And then that is connected to the 35-pound Hulk hand, and there's 2 of them, so it's 70 pounds of Hulk hand and 60 pounds of thrust. So I'm gonna press the jump button on the controller in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Science, am I right? No one knows how that works.
Just to be clear, an ollie is when you pop the skateboard up off the ground and not sideways directly at your own face.
Somehow maybe these 2 motors are stronger than these 2 motors, I guess?
And the other tricks weren't any better.
Kickflip test in 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I thought that would do something different.
It turns out drones need this thingy called a flight controller that keeps the drone level instead of turning you into a smoothie.
Oh no! My wiener!
And the best part is, I have no idea how to use this. So I reached out to the swollest engineer I know, Jake Laser, who's literally made a hoverboard with 27 of the same EDFs I'm using. So I was definitely paying attention when he showed me how to use the flight controller.
What is this, like a 16-channel input? And
God damn.
So now the skateboard should actually be able to fly up without trying to kill anyone.
Hey, not yet! Insane.
That's great, see what I mean? You just gotta pop it up.
This is the skateboard of the future. And now all I have to do is jump and let the board do the tricks for me, and also never ever fall off it.
Being on this skateboard is literally like standing on top of 4 blenders. A little hop. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this is already... So if that happens, then bring the throw all the way down.
Starting with an ollie of the future.
That was full.
That was full throttle?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I feel like it didn't keep up with my legs.
I think you jumped and then it flew up after you.
Is there any reason why those are still up?
So my very first ollie was okay, but after a bit more practice, it got even worse. When pro skaters do tricks, it almost looks like their boards are like magnetized to their shoes. But my board can't keep up with my feet at all. Either this drone is too slow, or maybe I'm too fast.
Like jump up slower?
Yeah, try and jump slower.
So after that genius epiphany, things finally turned around and started getting even less good when I tried doing kickflips.
It's right there.
There's no way that I'm gonna be up in the air long enough for it to finish.
It's got to go up, then spin really fast, actually.
30,000 watts of power and this thing can't do a fucking kickflip.
I know.
So if I'm gonna have any hope of actually getting paid by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which is out everywhere right now, I need to find something that can like kick the auto trick skateboard up as hard as a pro skater can. This is an 800 PSI CO2 cartridge, and this is a high pressure solenoid valve. And you should only ever combine these two things if you only have 3 days left to make an auto trick skateboard. One. Whoa! What? So to test if 800 PSI is even enough to do a kickflip, I found some random PVC scraps and turned them into a tiny little air cannon. Then I 3D printed a piston that fits perfectly inside. So I really hope this works, because if it doesn't, Tony Hawk is gonna find me and he's gonna break my legs.
CO2 kickflip test in 3, 2, 1. That was awesome! How many flips was that? That was sick! That was pro skater move! And it blew this piston away. It blew the O-rings off of the piston and it broke the top off.
So actually, I need to make this thing a little less powerful. So I shortened the piston model and this time printed it with Formlabs durable resin and UV cured it for an hour.
Hell yeah, that's science, bitch!
This piston should be way tougher than the last one. Then I got this clean, brand new skate deck and immediately ruined it with some new holes. And after spray painting the board white, I 3D printed these brackets to clamp the CO2 valve and air cannons to the bottom.
Oh my god, look at how clean this freaking board is. So we've got the CO2 cartridge here, the solenoid valve, we've got the electronics, and that's connected to our controller.
And now there's two pistons instead of just one, so when they both go off, hopefully the skateboard pops straight up and does an ollie.
Ollie in 3, 2, 1. Oh! That was an ollie! That was like legit an ollie.
It is a bit of a baby ollie, but it's still legit. I mean, the back of the board even pops up off the ground, just like a real pro skater. Like, this board has pretty good technique.
That totally counts.
This auto trick board might even be able to do an impossible.
Whoa! Holy shit, that's an impossible!
At this point, the only limit is how good I can jump. But for the impossible, I think I'd have to like spread my legs to clear the board, and I'm not doing that before I'm married.
That's freaking awesome!
Really though, I just want to be able to do a kickflip. So in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you would do that by pressing the flip button.
But with the auto trick board, you gotta manually put it into flip mode by closing this ball valve. So now all of the CO2 should only push this piston out and not this piston. Auto kickflip in 3, 2, 1. That's got some juice! That's got some gas. I hope I can land it on its wheels.
So now the only thing left to do is to just get on the skateboard, Shinji. But I'm still traumatized from doing the splits earlier. So I decided to take my board to the nearest skate park to find the most experienced skater I could to help me finally land a freaking auto kickflip.
How long have you been skateboarding?
The past 5 years.
How long have you been skateboarding for?
6.
Yeah, how long have you been skateboarding?
40 years.
Sorry, are you Bam Margera?
I am.
Holy shit. Is it alright if you teach me how to skateboard?
I can show you some things.
And I know what you're thinking. I also don't know how skateboarding legend Bam Margera is in this video. But I'm just happy to watch him casually bust out 360 kickflips. So first, I wanted to see what Mr. Margera thought of the drone skateboard.
It's very dangerous. I'm not gonna ask Bam to ride on it, but I am gonna fly it around to see what he thinks it is. There goes the tire. The skateboard of the future, everyone.
Gnarly. Oh, man.
The future. Do you think this will replace regular skateboards?
And if we get it mastered, we'll definitely buy them.
All right, so now it's time to see if 40 years of pro skater experience combined with 10 years of YouTube experience is enough to teach me a kickflip.
What do you think, Bam?
This is some pretty high-tech stuff here. Technology is gone for certain.
Okay.
There you go.
That's pretty instantaneous.
But once I put on all of my cool skater gear, it became pretty obvious that timing the release of the trick button to do a kickflip was way harder than I thought it'd be.
3, 2, 1. Oh no, I was late. 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Oh,
things were getting pretty embarrassing. So I decided to let Bam give it a try and see if he could figure it out.
It will move over here.
This is
by a
doable.
foot. Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that's totally doable?
I do.
It's gonna pop as soon as you let go of it. Just keep that in mind.
That was sick. That fucking worked. I can feel the pressure of it. There's a bomb underneath my feet.
Oh yeah, you gotta jump like way ahead of time.
Yeah, totally. At your peak is when you let go.
And you can see on the side-by-side, the robot skateboard is still just a little slower than the natural kickflip, but just fast enough to be landable.
At your peak, bring your whole legs up like that.
Legs up, peak. I don't even care about what happens after that. I just want the board in the air.
3, 2, 1.
That was it. That was totally it.
Did I land it?
I did not land it. It turns out that it's way harder to be a pro skater than it is to build an automatic trick skateboard. So I think for now, I'll just stick with playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Huge thanks to Bam Margera and to Activision for sponsoring this video, and make sure you check out Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which is out right now everywhere. And thank you for watching.